What's up guys, Victor here, back for another video. In this video, I'm going to try to beat the MOC's Pollux with E0S0 Jingliu, and we'll see if she can actually beat the Pollux Dragon, which is definitely one of the hardest boss right now in MOC. So as you have seen from my previous videos, I'm trying to clear some endgame content with Jingliu, because for me, trying to beat some of the stages in MOC's floor 12 or Apocalyptic Shadow stage 4 with Jingliu is kind of satisfying, because man, I really love Jingliu so much as a character. I love her design, I love her lore, I love everything about her. It's just sad that we are in a current meta where she cannot keep up. But it is me, Bittery Hochi, can actually make her work. So the reason that E0S0 Jingliu can work against Pollux is because of her supports. So we are using a free-to-play support, which is the Remembrance Trailblazer, and a premium support, E1 Tribi, which is definitely the most important in this team. E1 Tribi really gives a lot of value. Even E0 Tribi really gives a lot of value, because Tribi is not just a support. She is quite of sub DPS, which is quite insane, not gonna lie. And to be honest, because she follows up attack with her ult. I mean, when someone uses their ult, and her ult is also damage, which is clearly insane. And now with her E1, it allows her to give true damage on the elite enemies, or the enemy with the strongest enemy in the mob. But the thing is, this is why Tribi is really one of the best supports right now, because not only just she buffs attack, not only she buffs, but she also attacks the enemies, which is a good all-in-one damage, all-in-one package deal. And also the fact that she doesn't really need her light cone at all. Sure, her E1S1 Tribi could give you a lot of value, but for me, S5 Dance is really much more better compared to her S1, because not gonna lie, as a support lover, I love harmonies, I love support characters, because I grew up playing FGO, because FGO has the most broken supports ever. And the thing is, with this harmony light cone, advance forward is such a good clutch of a light cone. Such a good clutch of a mechanic, because whenever you're almost for example, if you have one cycle away from getting a 2-star, in a situation where dance can actually allow you to clutch. This is like a this is like the budget version of Robin's ult, which allows her to 100% advance forward your whole team. So 24% is, it's kind of low, but this 24% is actually a big deal, because most of the time she can advance forward at least 2 characters. Most of the time it depends on the situation, but still this 24% is so big in value in terms of clutching, or cycling your you're conserving your cycles. That's the right term, I guess. But yeah, I prefer S5 Dance compared to her S1, and I recommend getting her E1 instead of her Lycone, because I know that Lycone has 75-25 difference, but the thing is that getting her E1 gives a lot of value, because there's a better alternative for the Lycone. So there's a better alternative for the Lycone. So what's the point of getting her S1? Unless if you are, you really like Tribi, so I'm not stopping you. But in terms of meta, in terms of supportability, I recommend E1 first before S1, because like I said, her E1 gives a lot of value in being able to support. Not to be honest, this true damage is very, very important, and also it stacks with Remembrance Trailblazers to true damage, which is really, really good. So yeah, and also another this is just a not really required, but if you use her, she's gonna give more value, she's gonna support Jingliu more, is Hyacine. Hyacine is so good of a healer, even at E0S0, by the way. E0S1 E0S1 gives her a lot of value, but at E0S0 she is so good as a sustain, And also, like Tribi, she can also DPS a little bit, some DPS, I guess, because of her Mimo sprite, Ika, little Ika. Because this this guy, he follows up attack whenever you use, whenever it's Hyacine's turn. And I recommend using Hyacine because she's actually helping a lot in terms of damage department. Because Jingliu right now pre-buff, by the way, I don't know how they're gonna buff her, but I hope they really give her a nice buff. But Jingliu right now in her state is kind of quite lacking in the damage department, so she definitely needs assistance from these other teams. I know you're gonna say, oh my god, this is a Hyacine showcase, oh my god, this is a Tribi showcase. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter. Jingliu still the one deals a lot of damage in this team. Like, sure, Tribi and Hyacine and Remembrance Trailblazer gives also damages the enemy, deals damage to the enemies. At the end of the day, Jingliu is still dealing with the largest damage in terms of, you know, if there's a graph here at the end of each battle, you're gonna see Jingliu still carries the whole team. Without her, even though if you have these three, even if I replace her with anyone here, it could work. But the thing is, they aren't as powerful as that's why, even though if you're gonna say, oh my god, Tribi showcase, Hyacine showcase, yes, this is a showcase of how they support the DPS. More, this is not like they can. Yeah, sure, they carry the Hypercarry. But the thing is that it's just like, what's the point of the support if they're not gonna support well, right? Like, I just cannot get this from other players. Like, why they need to invalidate Jingliu or any DPSs that being carried by these harmony characters or support characters, when the fact that despite of it all, at the end of the day, these DPSs or all DPSs still deals the damage, the amount of damage. So yeah, it's just a little rant, so sorry about that. So yeah, without further ado, let's try this team on MOC. So we're gonna try this on Pollux. So Pollux is really one of the hardest boss in this game. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but for me, he's really hard to counter. I think I can only use the hurt before, and until I learned that there's actually Jingliu can actually beat the shit out of the dragon herself. But yeah, I think there's a lot of alternative teams, but it's just that this dragon is kind of something else. So that's why I'm happy that I made Jingliu work on this team. So the thing is, the reason she could clear this dragon is because of the buff of the MOC, which gives elemental weaknesses, like Anaxia. So every time, as you can see here, there's no ice weakness here, which is a very, very disadvantage on her. But because of the buff of the MOC, it gives weaknesses, so it allows her to actually at least break the enemy. So that's actually a good thing. So we're gonna use Hyacine's technique, Tribi's technique, and then okay, since they're the same field, I'm gonna use Jingliu's instead. Same field techniques. You cannot actually use two field techniques in this game, which is crazy. I don't know why. They cannot stack. So I just use Jingliu's field technique. Alright, there we go. So so we can actually use skill here. So we can actually use her ult. SP. Okay, that's actually a good thing. I'm gonna use skill here, even though we don't need it yet. But we can actually use her ult immediately. There we go. And then it allows Tribi to actually... There we go! Ika follows up. Let's go. We're gonna summon Mem. There we go. And we're gonna use Jingliu here. There we go. And then we're gonna use Triby's ult first so that we can proc her true damage before using Jingliu's ult and another skill. There we go. There we go. And then we're gonna use Jingliu's ult to increase her stats. There we go. Another follow-up. And then we're gonna have another follow-up from Triby by using, remember, Trailblazer's ult. There we go. That's actually pretty nice follow-ups. So we can now attack the dragon again. Follow-ups. Let's go. I know the damage isn't that high yet, but trust in Jingliu. Okay, Ika follows up. Alright, we still have her skill, so we can just basic attack here. Basic attack here again. Then we're gonna use heal here because we need to fill up her energy. There we go. Use E again. There we go. Okay. We can basic attack with remember Trailblazer. Okay, we can just use heal. Okay, we can basic attack here. Basic attack here again, and then we're gonna use ult to advance forward. Look at that. This is why Dance's Death is so good. So it's supposed to be Pollux next, but with Dance's Death, it advances forward Jingliu, Mem, and Hyacine. That's actually a good thing. Skill here. I think we can use basic attack here. Or we can just use heal. There we go. And then we're gonna use basic attack here, and it will advance forward Jingliu, so we can actually use. There we go. And it enters to her special state again. We're gonna break the dragon. Let's go. Can we actually beat this dragon at 29th cycle? Can we beat this dragon at 29th cycle? Please, Jingliu. Please, Jingliu. Let's go. That's actually good. That's actually good. Let's use her ult before Pollux locks the weakness. Because Pollux will lock the weakness on their turn. We can just basic attack here. Let's conserve some because we're gonna use skill on Triby now. Let's go. There we go. Use her ult again. Look at that! Look at that! This is why I love Dance Dance Dance. Look at that! 4 characters are about to get advanced forward. 24% is sure it's like low number, low value, but it's actually big. It's a so big thing. Because look at that! The advance forward is crazy. The advance forward is crazy. That's why I love Dance Dance Dance. Look at that! Oh my god, 4 characters get advanced forward. And then we can just basic attack here. We need to conserve some SP. We're gonna use heal here. There we go. Okay, we can basic attack here. We can use heal. Basic attack, basic attack. Okay, that's actually good too. So big. Basic attack here. Basic attack again. So we receive 2 SP. And since she's SP neutral, she doesn't spend any SP. And that's actually a good thing. So it allows her to skill again. There we go. Basic attack. And then we're gonna use ult. There we go. Triby uses her follow up. Ika follows. Oh my god! What the hell is that damage? Ika! Oh my god! Ika, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? What the hell is that damage, Ika? Okay, let's go. We're doing good. Okay. We can basic attack here. Skill, basic attack, skill. Okay. We can use skill here. There we go. Oh my god, what the hell is the damage? Can we actually beat this guy? Can we actually beat this guy? At the 27th cycle, please. Alright, let's see Jingliu's buff. Oh my god. Oh my god. So she has 90 to 97. Oh my god, it's 3%, 2.3%, and she's already at 300% crit damage. Oh my god. That's a... So we have cross rate, ultimate deals 20% more damage. Okay, that's a lot. Oh my god. Not a lot of buff, but can she beat Pollux? Can she beat Pollux? Let's fucking... Oh god! That's crazy, man. It's crazy. We beat Pollux with E0S0 Jingliu within 3 cycles. Oh my god. Oh my god. We've beaten Pollux. We beat Pollux within 3 cycles with E0S0 Jingliu, by the way. And not to mention, I'm not using the Fall of the Aeon. I'm using Secret Vow, which is, I know, it's kinda not go-to Lyco for Destruction Unit, especially for Jingliu. But man, the 40% damage is still a good thing, but you know, doesn't really proc a lot. But the... Oh my god, man. Oh, it does proc if I didn't heal a lot. If I didn't use Hyacine Seal. So I have 80% damage. But, you know, it is what it is. But oh my god, that's actually crazy, man. That's actually crazy. 3 cycles. Because when I'm testing this team, I always get like 4 cycles. But I got lucky. Oh my god. Damn. Jingliu. I hope if Jingliu gets a buff, I want to test her again on that MOC. And let's see the difference. So if I can clear this within 3 to 4 cycles, what if I have a buff Jingliu? It's just crazy, that dog. Oh my god. That's actually crazy. It's actually crazy, man. Oh my god. So yeah, Jingliu still works. As long as you have the supports. I know they are kinda overpowered, and not to mention, what the hell is Little Ika deals a large amount of damage. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Ika, when follows up, dude, just really reduced the shit out of Pollux. Crazy little Ika right there. Oh my god. So yeah, Jingliu still works. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. While I agree that Ika clutch on there on the damage, if you don't have Hyacine, or her Lyco, her S1, E0S0 Hyacine could still work, or any sustain could actually work. But I think we can try without Hyacine. Let's see. Let's be fair. Okay, let's give her since this guy has no fire weakness, I'm gonna prefer Luocha. Luocha has, you know, it's only heal. We'll try. I want to be fair. Okay, so our only OP support here is 3B. So we'll see if we can clear this without Hyacine and or Little Ika. But let's be fair here. It's actually crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Effect rest, okay. Quiz doesn't work. Okay, good, we got healed. Okay, we can use skill here. Since Luocha is an SP positive unit, so I wouldn't worry about SP that much anymore. She's in transmigration state. Use ult again. And then she's gonna follow up. The reason we didn't get an ult from 3B earlier is because we have little Ika and Hyacine filling up, you know, filling up her skill. I mean her ultimate. So I can just basic attack here. Okay, there we go. Jingliu advance forward. There we go. Basic attack. The only downside here is because unlike Hyacine, which is a global heal, this guy has a global heal, but his heal is lower because of the field. But it is what it is. It could work. There we go. Basic attack. There we go. And then we're gonna. Oh! Okay, I misplayed there. I should have let his turn end. Because the reason I'm gonna use ult is to fill up his stacks, but I used his ult too early. That's a misplay right there. And then we're gonna use basic attack here. We still have our stacks. We're gonna skill here. We're gonna use ult. We should use skill here. Okay, we're gonna advance for Jingliu. And she's gonna enter into her special state again. There we go. We're gonna use ult. So add some stocks there. There we go. Use skill here. Okay. We're a little bit in a jeopardy, but we can manage. Oh my god, they died!
Hell no, man. What the?
Damn, that's actually... that's an insane 4. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Okay. That's a failed attempt. There we go. I'm gonna use ult, and then I'm gonna use Kirby Scope. There we go. Then... Okay, next is we're gonna advance forward Jingliu here. There we go. Basic attack. Basic attack again, and then we're gonna use ult. There we go. And then we're gonna basic attack here. I think we can use skill here to actually speed up the fill up of the energy. Then we're gonna use ult. Allow the Luocha use his skill again. Basic attack again. There we go. We're gonna use the skill here. We're gonna advance forward Jingliu. That's actually good. And then so we don't have Trivi's ult filled yet, so we're gonna use this ult. There we go. Then we're gonna use her ult. So to actually break the dragon, that's actually a good move. We actually froze the dragon, ain't no way. Very skill here. Then speed up command. Because we don't need to worry about much the ASP here right now because we're not using Hyacine. Alright, we're gonna use skill here. use skill here again. There we go. Skill again. And basic attack. Okay, we don't have his stacks anymore. Use the ult here. And then we're gonna advance forward Jingliu again. Let's go. That's actually a pretty good strategy. Can we beat this drag? Oh my god, 1% Mr. Pokey. No, Mr. Pokey. I got cursed poke. I got cursed by Mr. Pokey. Oh my god. We still have our ult yet, so we're not gonna use our ult. We're gonna use skill here. Basic attack. Basic attack again. Oh, we don't have our ult. There we go. The dragon's gonna lock weakness if I remember correctly. Oh, not yet. Oh, there we go. It locks the weakness. Basic attack here. Ultimate here. Alright, we'll use ultimate. We have 2 cycles away from beating this dragon, so I don't think we can clear this. There we go. Alright, that's a lot of damage on the line. Good thing. There we go. Okay, another one. I got one more in me. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we actually beat this dragon? Oh my god. We're a little bit jiffy here. Jingliu doesn't have verse stacks anymore. We are 1 cycle away. Okay, use ult. Oh my god, this is a really tough. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we actually clear this? Oh, you think I have the ult? Please let it be. Oh my god. Oh, let's see our Jingliu. 90 to 80? Oh my god. Oh my god, Jingliu. I swear to god, Jingliu. I swear to god. Let's fucking go. We beat it within 5 cycles. Let's go. That's tough, man. That's tough. Oh my god. That's actually tough. Oh my god. So yeah, it proves even without Hyacine, even with just Luocha there, you know, Luocha he only provides healing. I think it will be good if you have Gallagher instead. So, my god, that's actually crazy. So, partner up. This is actually a little bit budget team, you know. E0S0 Jingliu. You know, remember Trailblazer? You all have her. And E1S0 Tribi. This is budget. This is a relatable Tribi. Unless you lost her 50-50 or something, but you know, E0 Tribi. I don't know how it works with E0 Tribi, but E1 Tribi. Oh my god. E1 Tribi gives a lot of value, man. That's actually crazy. Then, yeah, Jingliu is still there. Jingliu is still on the meta. She can still catch up. As long as you have the best supports, She can catch up. This is really crazy. So, whew, I'm happy. I'm kind of satisfied with what happened. You know, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. So, yeah, I think that's all for this video. If you really like more of this content, give me a like and subscribe also. It's for free. You're stuck with me. Just kidding. Yeah. Also, if you really want to join my Discord server, I'm gonna put the invite link down the description down below. So, oh my god. Well, that's all for this video. See you guys next time. Bye.